Okay. Beta. I'm gonna show y'all boys where I'm from, man. I'm from that. Man. Big boss hog. Boss dog K-Po through the door. Hit her, talk, this, box it. Fucking the best soliloquy. Let me tell times don't last. Good people do. Don't know if you should caught them if I love maybe you met her. Peak game at the folks on West Wing. You know, boss be working. I'm a workaholic, man. You know, I told you I work a lot of jobs. I work out 7 days a week. I'm a father, a teenager and a preteen. I'm a husband, you know, and I'm in school. So I work. You know what I mean? I don't believe in no excuses. You know, I see a lot of people make excuses now. Ain't no excuses in this life. Nothing gonna be given to you. You gotta get out here and go get it. You know what I mean? You gotta take it over. That's why my nickname Boss Hog. Anyway, let's talk boxing. Jaron Ennis said some things that were interesting, so I thought I'd talk about it. This may be an old interview, but I saw he was interviewed. He was in the car, and they asked him about Terence Crawford versus Canelo, which Jaron Ennis says that he would lean towards Canelo because of the weight. He said Canelo been at 168 longer, right? He's at a higher weight class, and he says that, you know, he feels that that's his reason why, right? He said he believes Crawford should take a fight at least at 60 to stay sharp and to see how he feels, you know what I mean? And be able to fight at that weight, you know what I mean? And then go up to 60. At least he got one fight in at 60 and then go up, you know what I mean? Just to stay sharp and prepare, you know, because if he stays out the ring, he'll be coming off a long layoff, right? And I want to discuss that, right? We've seen a lot of great fighters decline because of long layoffs, right? We'll start with the truth, the big fish, Errol Spence, right? Errol Spence, right? Mr. No Tune-Ups, long layoffs, right? Long layoffs. So, what I mean, the Kell Brook fight, he was coming off a long layoff, right? Now he immediately after that fought Lamar Peterson. He took a couple months and he fought Lamar Peterson. The Sean Porter fight, long layoff. He had an injury, but still long layoff. Going into the Ugas fight, long layoff. He was coming off an injury. The Terence Crawford fight, coming off a long layoff, right? And you saw he was able to get by for a little bit, right? Your Dennis Ugas, some fights, long layoff, it caught up to him. Danny Garcia, long layoffs, caught up to him. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying at the end of the day, and I could keep going, like, and I can keep flowing, there's a lot of fighters that have these long layoffs and it catch up to them, right? And I'm not saying this is going to be the case for Crawford, because Crawford very well has a case to beat Canelo. Canelo is worn down and washed up, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of other people feel the same way. You know what I mean? I'm still, although Canelo's washed up, I still feel like he can win the fight because of the weight, right? And I feel like Canelo got more of the added pressure on himself because you got a dude that's smaller, who's more skillful, right? Who's everybody's kind of picking against you at this point in time of your career based off how you're looking. I just think that, you know, it's just the weight. That's the only reason why I'm picking Canelo. Like, I want Terence Crawford to win. It would be good for boxing for Terence Crawford to beat Canelo because them belts will get free. And Terence Crawford, he gonna retire. He gonna drop them belts and retire, and then boxing can get back to normal. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is, right? Because the stuff Canelo doing is diabolical. I keep saying it, right? So it's like he'll retire and Canelo retire and boxing get back to normal. So now, I I feel like as pertains to Crawford, you know, I've been saying this, what Boots saying. He should have got a fight in, bro. You know what I mean? And I know, yo, he's special. Crawford is special. He's special. I told you, Crawford is nothing special about him, bro. He don't do nothing special. Like Boots, when you see Boots fight, you like, man, that's ain't too many of them fighters come around. Boots is like that. Roy Jones Jr. is like that. Floyd is like that. Terence Crawford is just a guy that got high boxing IQ, is very fundamentally sound. He don't do nothing special in there to where you like, wow. He don't do that. He just very competitive, and he got the drive and will to win. He's not gonna stop. You know what I mean? That's him. But like I told you, every man got a breaking point, bro. Every man got a breaking point. Right? So we shall see if Canelo's able to tap into that portion of Terence Crawford. You know? But I think Canelo, him being washed up, you know, it may be a very easy night for Bud. Well, Bud outbox him for 12 rounds and win the fight. That's just what it is. And we got to stop this thing in boxing. We go, oh, you got to pick sides. You got to pick sides like we in a gang or something. No. I don't have to pick sides. I can sit here and say, just like I always do, I know Canelo gonna win. My boxing logic is Canelo gonna win because of the weight. But I want Terence Crawford to win. Right? So I could want Terence Crawford to win, but know off my boxing logic, Canelo gonna win. You know what I'm saying? That's just real talk. Like, I think, and the main people out here talking like that is people who don't really know nothing about the sport of boxing. They sit there and, how can you, you need to pick a side. I ain't picking no sides, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry to use that word, but I ain't picking no sides, bro. This boxing. You know what I'm saying? I told you, my boxing logic, Canelo, because of the weight. But who I want to win genuinely is Terence Crawford, because if Terence Crawford is able to beat Canelo Álvarez, he gets that belts up off him. That frees up 168, and then boom, all them little young dudes can go and be great. You know what I'm talking about? That's what it is, bro. That's what I want. Because I'm tired of that man not fighting top guys. You know what I mean? Crawford got to go too. He ain't fight. The nigga ain't never fought the dudes we wanted him to fight. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. We gonna drop a video about that. He ain't never fought the dudes we wanted him to fight. He fight everybody else but who we want him to fight. So I'm not trying to hear it. Both of them gotta go. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. I ain't trying to hear none of that stuff. You know what I'm talking about? So, we shall see how this thing goes. You know what I mean? But, and the reason why I keep talking about it, bro, is because y'all keep talking about it. You know what I mean? You come in the comments, oh, Crawford's gonna knock Canelo out. Okay. I don't see that, bro. I definitely could see ways Crawford get his hand raised. I'm not gonna lie to you. I see that. You know what I mean? Especially that fight, the Williams Skull fight. When I'm looking at that, I'm like, yeah, he definitely can get busy. You know what I'm saying? Go to a 12-round decision and then go from there. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's just what it is. He definitely can beat bro. You know what I'm saying? 12-round decision and get his hand raised, get them belts, and sell off in the sunset. Especially him having Turk on his side. This might go to decision, and it's a close fight. It's gonna go Bud way. Everybody telling, oh, you know, Canelo. Da-da-da. This is Turkey El Sheikh's event, right? This ain't Canelo's event. I'm telling you. If Turk sit there and be like, hey, give it to him. If it's close fight, give it to Bud. I'm telling you. Because Turk, he gonna wanna make this like a trilogy type thing, or they fight 2, 3, 4 times. I'm telling you. Don't be shocked. You know, the boys start talking about if it's close, they give it to Bud and Canelo. Like, man, let's rematch. Or Turk say let's rematch. Canelo ain't gonna say that. It's gonna be Turk. He gonna buy it. You guys rematching now? You guys, you rematch now, Bada. Bada, you rematch. A rematch now. Tell you, man. I'm sorry, that was wrong. But y'all let me know what y'all think, though. Boss go.